Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, What's the Fuss? Well, today I have for you a review on the Candle Daddy wax melts. People wanted to know, how are the scents, how do they do, this and that, and I was going to do a review anyway. Um, First of all, I hope everyone is doing well, and please forgive me. I might look a little ragged to you. I'm very, 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 very tired and ran down. And I'm having myself a cup of coffee right now. What good it's going to do me, I don't know. But I'm having a cup of warm, hot coffee. Um, my husband is still pushing through, and he's getting up more since yesterday when he seen the physician assistant, and she had actually spoke to the doctor and then got back to us about what he had to say concerning my husband's situation. And I guess my husband heard them well enough because he got up today a few times. He moved around. I did want to go out today, but I am so tired and so achy sore. People, I'm pumping in Tylenol myself. I just am at my um, ends with. I'm very exhausted, but I wanted to get this up for people. And my husband, he got up. He was moving around the house today. He has to, or he's not going to heal right. So, me on the other end, I need a vacation. I need to recuperate. So, hopefully, tomorrow on Mother's Day, stores will be open, and I might actually get the hell out of the house and go do some shopping, retail therapy. But I swear to God, I need a whole new body myself. I am very achy and sore, and trying to relax as best as I can when I get moments to. But when I go to bed, I am still so sore. When I get up, I'm sore and I am exhausted. I am physically exhausted from this. So, I hope from here on out it gets easier for both of us because I seriously cannot take much more. My body is shutting down from overtiredness and doing strenuous stuff and not getting enough proper not enough rest. I mean, I could probably sleep 24 hours and I still wouldn't be rested. That's how much my body hurts. So today I took it a little easy because he was able to get and do some things for himself without calling for me all the time. But I am very, very sore. I'm very, very sore. So I did not cook today. I needed a break from that too. I've been cooking straight through ever since this happened. And I said, just order something and have them deliver it because I don't even have the strength to go pick up an order. So we did. We ordered from a pizzeria. My husband ordered regular stromboli. Usually, sometimes he'll order a steak and cheese stromboli. I'll eat that, but I will not eat regular stromboli. I don't like it. Um, and I ended up with a everyday normal Italian cold cut hoagie, and it was so good, people. It was so good. It hit the spot. So, like I said, having some coffee. Let me get a sip now. My mouth is getting dry again. It's just ordinary, everyday breakfast blend coffee with some sugar and half and half. So, anyway, I'm going to go through this with the 6 wax melts again. I was trying to get them squeezed into this heavy schedule around this house. So we're going to start off in no particular order, just the way I grabbed them. This here is the Candle Daddies Sex on the Beach. I cannot find the scent notes anywhere on their website or anywhere on Google, period. So I sent an email to the Candle Daddy Corporation and I asked them how could I find out exactly what the scent notes are in these. And they wrote me back, one of the top people that work for the main guy. They all have different titles. One of the fellas had wrote me back, and he had told me they don't list the scent notes anymore because every person, this is what they wrote, I'm quoting what they said. They said that every customer has a different experience, and each person interprets the scents differently. Each person should have their own experience So what you might smell, someone else doesn't, or vice versa, or any category. So that's why they don't list them. They want people to have that, not just the melting experience, but they want you to have your own experience of what you interpret other than what they're trying to tell you it smells like. So, that's the way they've had it for some time, they said, and that's the way they're leaving it. So they do not list the scent notes no more. So anyway, I'm going to go on with my own interpretation of the scents and what I thought of them and how good I thought they threw versus if they didn't. Okay, so as I was saying, in no particular order, this one here is the Candle Daddy Sex on the Beach. Each of these are 2-ounce wax melts. You get 6 pieces, and they do not fill them up to the actual tippy top. They always leave, you see that? Let me see. I'm trying to work the camera. They always leave it. It never comes up flush. So anyway, this one here, each of these scents that I have, the 6 of them, 5 was a bundle, 1 was a separate purchase all on its own. Every time I melt it, I used 2 at a time. So in this case, Sex on the Beach, I put 2 of them in my tea light warmer. Now I did all of these in the tea light warmer because the tea light warmer is your hottest source of heat for melting. So this one here, as I said, Sex on the Beach, it smells fruity, kind of like peaches, possibly some pineapple. And it kind of smells a little waxy, okay? But that's what I get from it on cold. Now, when I was melting it, it smelled the same way. I got this like cheap, waxy note at times. And just like I'm saying, a little bit of like a peach, a little bit of a pineapple. They're not as, this one from Candle Daddy, this isn't as good as some Better Homes and Gardens and Sensationals in Walmart that are fruity scents. They're really fruity and very strong. This is about medium. And it doesn't have enough oomph. It doesn't have enough oomph. I don't know how else to explain it, but there isn't enough oomph to this. Meaning, it should smell a whole lot more fruitier than it does. It's like, it's not that you can't smell the scent. The scent doesn't have enough oomph to it. It needs more oomph. So, this doesn't smell like any Sex on the Beach fragrance I ever smelled. It's lacking in scent notes. It's lacking. There should be more stuff in here to really make it oomph. So, when it was throwing in strength, in all fairness, I probably got about a 7.5 out of 10 on it. But the fragrance could use a lot more help. I'm sorry, but that's the God's truth. It's lacking. So then I tried another day. I tried this one. This is the Candle Daddy's Boozy Cruise Summer Cocktail. And there we have like a hurricane-shaped glass with a tropical drink and some pineapple and cherry on a pick with an umbrella. Now this one is in a orangey Halloween, a true Halloween orange color. Not a pumpkin color. Some companies use this color for pumpkin scents or even fall leaf scents or cinnamon scents, whatever. This is a Halloween orange shade. And this one smells a little more fruitier and tropical than the Sex on the Beach. I get a lot of mango from this one. I get like a cherry note, just like they're showing that little cherry with the pineapple. I actually could smell cherry, like when you open up a jar of maraschinos. I don't get no peach in this. I just get mango, possibly papaya also. Definitely pineapple. It's kind of sweet, but it kind of has a little bit of spiciness to it. I said that in my other video, when I first received these. There's something a little spicy in here. It could be because of the mango, the papaya, and the pineapple mix that gives it this little spiciness. It's fruity, but there's a tiny little spice. It's not spice like cinnamon. It's a different kind of spice, like a real ripeness, that spice from certain fruits when they're really, really ripe. They can take on a sweetness or a bitterness, but they can take on a slight spiciness. It is pleasant to the nose. It did throw an 8 out of 10. It's not bad, but I've smelled better stuff in Walmart from Better Homes and Gardens and Sensationals. A whole lot more fruitier, a whole lot more tropical, and really emphasizing on the true fruity smell. It's okay, but I'm not wowed by it. Not one bit. Okay? Then we got this one, the Get Laid one. This one here, we have the Hawaiian girl, and you have the ocean in the back, and you have the tropical plumeria flowers all on this one. Okay? This one is a sort of like some kind of a lilac, light lavender, dusty rose, whatever color you want to call this. All right? I've used 2 of them also. And this one is light. Like I said in my first video, it is very light. It's a very light scent. When it was throwing, I was surprised. It actually did better when it was warmed. I would say it was definitely an 8.5 out of 10. But on cold, you could barely smell anything. But when it was warming, it had a light floralness to it. Meaning not a heavy floral, a light floral. A tiny little bit of fruitiness. But it really threw. I don't know how to explain this any better. But you could barely smell those scents on cold. But when warm, it brought them to life. Once they were warmed. But still, at the same end, they were medium in their original scenting, the scenting of them. But when they were all combined, it threw an 8.5, but still the scent stayed steady at a medium. They didn't get louder when warm, but together they came up to an 8.5. But on cold, you can hardly smell anything. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. It came alive when it was warm, but the scents were a little livelier when they were warmed also. But they were not extremely loud. But as a grouping, they threw it 8.5. I really wish they would have the scent notes, because sometimes you're just guessing at something, but that's what they want the customer to have, their own individual experience without telling you what is in there. That's what they wrote back and told me. Okay, then we have this one. This is the Motorboating Summer Shenanigans. They're in a power boat or a jet boat or something there. This one is an all-white wax. 2 again. On cold, it smells like fresh, ozone-y, crystallized water, not sea salt water. Tiny little bit of a floral in there. Can't even tell you what the floral is. I get a tiny little bit of a mintiness off of this too. But it smells good this way. I have no problem smelling it as a whole again. I can smell all the notes I'm telling you. On cold, the strength is about an 8, 9 in thing. But when I was warming it, it did the opposite. it barely threw. Don't ask me. You can smell it here, but you can smell it. This one here, the Get Laid, you can barely smell it on cold, but yet it came alive. It was the opposite when it was warm. Okay, so this is a nice, clean, fresh type of a scent, but no sea salt business in it. More clean, fresh, clean water smell. Not even marine water either. Just clean, fresh water with a tiny little bit of a floral. Okay, now this one here was still part of the same ones I'm mentioning. The separate one will be last. This one here is the Rim Job Salted Margarita. Right here. Still 2 ounces. This one is also white wax. This one here, on cold, I would say it's the strongest of all of them so far on cold. It is a lime margarita salty rim type of scent. The lime in here is like a lime juice smell, not a lime candy or anything. You get that sea salt smell. I can detect almost a little bit of lemon versus the lime yet. I don't smell anything else in here. It's a very strong lime juice scent. I could pick up on something in here that replicates like an alcohol smell, not rubbing alcohol, alcohol beverageness. So it's just not the lime and a little bit of lemon. There is a sweetness to this besides the saltiness. But that's all I smell it. But it is strong. This is definitely a 9, if not a 10 out of throw on cold. When warming this, it took over everything. It took over this room and outside this room. This one was the best in strength, cold and warm, out of the bundle. The smell was authentic to a real margarita, a very good margarita. Okay, then this one I purchased separately, did not come part of this bundle set. This here was the Candle Daddy Suntan Lotion. This one also is pure white wax. When you open this up, I would say it's probably a 9, maybe pushing a 10, like the margarita one right here. It does smell of very good tropical coconut. Oily smell like you find in sunscreens or suntan lotions. It's that beachy coconut smell. You can smell that sunscreeniness in here. There's a little bit of warmth, like a sunshine scent to it too. Let me take it out and smell the underside. It's even stronger on the bottom and stronger in the clamshell. But it is strong this way. This way, removing it, it's hell of a lot more stronger. It settles. So here, again, I used 2 cubes in the wax warmer, the Tea Light wax warmer. I did all these in the Tea Light wax warmer. It's super strong. It smells like you just opened a bottle of sunscreen or sun tanning lotion in front of you. When I was warming it, it wasn't as strong. So this is the problem with the Candle Daddy, but that's what you get with other wax melt companies too. What makes smell weak could remain weak in warming, or it can just come alive, or if it's already alive, it could still stay alive and throw real good, or it can end up being weak once you throw it. We find that out with lots of companies. We find that out with Huntington Home from Aldi stores. They might smell good there, but when you go to warm them, nothing's coming. Or any other candle companies. I'm not going to list everybody off that I'm thinking about right now. I don't understand that. I just can't wrap my brain around that. How could you smell it, but then when it's warming, it's not? Versus times when it does. Or you barely can smell it, and it might come alive. I don't get this with the oils and the wax ratio. But overall, This was my first time ever purchasing from the Candle Daddy, and I was having very high hopes for this, especially since they charge so much for their wax melts. They're not always all the same. Some are $5 and some are $5.99. Some are $6 and some are $6.99. They charge according to the fragrance. And of course, you can go to their website and do this, and maybe you might get some kind of a code to, take a percentage off, or you can go to Amazon or anywhere else that these can be purchased. But my overall experience so far, from 5 in a summer bundle set, and this one being not part of a bundle anywhere, my overall experience with these and my personal opinion is they're okay. That's about all I can say about them. That's my honest opinion. They're just okay. They're not even halfway. They're just okay. Would I repurchase more of these? I was looking forward to purchasing more for fall time, possibly something for Christmas. But the experience I've had with these, I've had more they didn't throw as good as I thought they were going to. The margarita one was the only one that really performed. So that's why I'm saying they're just okay. Would I purchase any more now? Probably not. That's the God's truth. I won't be purchasing more. So I already put that thought out of my head about the fall ones and the Christmas ones, or just any everyday type of scent. No, this is a one-time purchase, one-time only situation, and no, I already have my mind made up now. No, I will not go around the block one more time. I'm not going to pay that kind of money and have 1 out of 5 actually throw good. Not for the price of these. It's not worth it. I'll stay with my Better Homes and Gardens and my Sensationals and even my mainstays. I've had mainstays in Walmart for $1.10 that throw better than something that's $5, $5.99, $6, or $6.99. No, it is not worth it. 1 out of 5 that actually performed. No. Now, what am I going to do with the rest of these? I'm probably going to have to throw them in with some stuff that I have from Better Homes Gardens, Sensationals, and Mainstays. I'm going to have to take some of those and some of this and blend it together to use it up that way. Singly, it's not working. It's not working, people. It's not worth it. Save your money. Find a better company out there. So, that's my honest review on these. I don't want to see people waste their money and be disappointed, like I'm telling you. No. Now, like I said, I will use them up, but I'll never purchase them ever again, because I'm not going to have that same experience. It's not worth it. I can do a lot more with that money that I spent on these. I could have actually bought myself something better. Not even in wax. I could have bought myself a nice pair of jeans and a top for what this costed me. So, no, I'm not going to do it. I am hoping that Better Homes and Gardens, Sensationals, and even Mainstays, I hope they soon put something new in Walmart. There hasn't been nothing new for some time. In scents and even wax warmers, haven't seen much. They only brought out like that one that has the fern on it, and there was another one, maybe 3 or 4 they brought out. They haven't brought anything else out. And as far as scents go, they really haven't brought any scents out for some time now. I'm hoping we get something. In wax melts, new fragrances at least, and even just a few new warmers. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And I don't purchase from Aldi's anymore because they have terrible luck there anymore. They just don't throw enough. The wax melts, they're the same story. You might get a floral that throws terrific, and it's in with a grouping of 4 different other type of scents in wax melts. So you usually do things in 4s. One will powerhouse everything, and the rest of them you can barely smell them at all. So I don't even waste my time with them anymore either. Unless they come out with something really off the top and it actually performs, then I'll buy it. But no, I'm looking for it. I know we're just going to get in. We're in spring, but we're going to be getting the summer. I'm already thinking about Christmas time at Aldi's when they bring back the same scents, usually in candles, in various different wicks and vessels and stuff. I love this one vanilla scent. I think it's called Frosted Vanilla is its name. There is just something about that vanilla that is a signature scent in Aldi's every year from Huntington Homes, and I like their straight up everyday ordinary cranberry scents. I love that cranberry scent so much, and I love that frosted vanilla. It's different from any other vanilla scent, and it throws. Let me tell you, it really throws, and it fills up no matter how big or small your room is. It fills it really up. It travels. It wanders. It clings to your hair. It clings to your skin. It clings to your clothing. When you leave, it's with you. It's like you dumped a perfume on you. And another thing is it doesn't die in the first use of a 4-hour tea light or something. You can go nowhere to lie. That's why I love it so much. I don't only love the fragrance. I love the fact that it is really jacked up on the oils when they do that scent, the frosted vanilla. It goes for days and days. You can go through so many different tea lights, whether 4 hours, 6 hours, or 8 hours, whatever kind of tea lights you buy. You can go 3, 4, 5 days with the same wax and not adding any more to it, and just keep reusing so many tea lights. It doesn't die out. That is one scent that just doesn't die. And I love the way it smells. There's something about it. It's a very good vanilla scent, like I'm saying, but there's a little bit of like a perfuminess to it at the same end. A nice perfuminess. But there is also a tiny little hint of some kind of greenery. I wouldn't say it's exactly pine, because I could detect pine and I don't like pine. It's some other kind of warm, Christmassy greenery type. It's a little bit in the background and it comes out a little bit. So it's like everything I'm describing. But it goes and goes and goes, especially in the wax melts. It don't die. You really get your money and then some with that particular scent. And the cranberry one is just a perfect cranberry. It's a little sweet, a little tart, a little tangy. And I love that one. And that one is great too. But these also usually come in the candles. In their, well, they used to have the 3-wick. I don't know what's going on with that lately, because now we're down to 2 wicks. So who knows if they're going to have 2 wicks and 3 wicks. Who knows? And then any other vessels they sell, and even the single ones with the 1 wick, the smaller jars, the 8 ounce or 7 ounces, or what they are with the little caps. The 2 fragrances I'm speaking of, they come in all these different ways. And the candle form with the 3 wicks at least, that also throws like a powerhouse in both of those scents. I'm not sure about the pine or the pine greenery, Christmassy, shrubby, wreathy type of smell is always in that collection too. I'm sure that probably does very well, but I just don't use that kind of scent. I can't stand it. I live near the woods. I smell trees all the time. And I have plenty of trees in my backyard. I didn't plant them. They've been there for ages. Everyone who has lived in this home before us. But anyway, I'm just nuts over that frosted vanilla scent. And you can use it all year long. It doesn't have to be during the holiday season. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, whatever. So it is a great scent any time of the year. But as far as the Candle Daddy goes here again, no. Once these are gone, that's it. I'm not buying no more. I'm not buying them. Don't think they're worth the value. And I looked at reviews on the internet of people who had purchased Candle Daddy products. Some people like them. They think they're the wonderful. They think they're wonderful. They think they're the newest thing since sliced bread, and other people will tell you right out they had a hard time smelling them. So I'm just saying, I read the reviews, the pros, the cons, who liked, who didn't like. But my opinion is still based on my own personal experience with them, and I don't think they're worth it. I really don't. You can get better in Walmart for half the price, and a little more than half the price. You can get better Homes and Garden Sensationals that smell much better and also throw much better and has a nice blend of blending things together to come up with a nice fragrance. These, he doesn't have enough scents to blend together to come up with a nice thing. Maybe one or two things is added to these, and that's why they're kind of what I would call a little flat on fragrance appeal. The appeal of smelling it. There could be a lot more in there. He could do a whole lot better, but I can't tell somebody how to run their company. But I do not have to purchase anymore, and I won't be. This is it. I'm going to throw them in with the other stuff to use them up. Take one of these cubes and one of something else that I already own, put them together to try to use them that way, because this way I ain't getting very much from it. I'm either not getting a strong enough throw, or I'm not getting a pleasant enough scent. Nothing that's wowing me. It's kind of like same old, bore. It needs more life to it. So anyway, that's what I have for everyone. And you can check all this information out yourself. Go to the Candle Daddy Facebook page. Go to the Candle Daddy ordering page. Just go on Google, period, and Google a particular scent or about the Candle Daddy, and you will see people's reviews. And maybe some people are just convincing themselves they smell good. You know, people do that. They'll brainwash their own selves to say it, or maybe they really don't like them, but on the website they're saying they are. Who knows? People are people. You know what I'm saying? You can't change people. But my personal experience is no. This is the first and last you'll see this on my videos. You might see these end up in the wax melt empties, but as far as purchasing, no, ain't gonna happen. I'll just continue to use what I know works from Walmart. I haven't seen much of anything else out by other companies, retail-wise in stores. It's usually big lots. They have the same stuff over and over all the time. Nothing exciting there either. I don't buy vendor wax. It's just too expensive for me. And also, I try not to order too much stuff through the mail because I live where the mailman screws up, and so does the UPS or FedEx. They end up delivering my stuff or someone else's stuff to either, my stuff usually ends up at somebody else's doorway, or somebody else's stuff ends up in my doorway. They can't read right. I don't know what their problem is. They can't read, and they drop it off on the wrong street or the wrong house number, and I don't like to deal with stuff like that. I just don't deal with it. And I did say it is expensive, because it is. It's costly. Just if you even order little sample things, it still adds up. And then there's the shipping and handling. A lot of them don't offer free shipping and handling, and it does become costly. So I stay away from that kind of stuff. I'd like to have it, sure, but I can't afford to throw that kind of money out on something like that. And then wait, because some of these people do have a ready to ship, but then sometimes they have a TAT, which is a turnaround time. And you could be waiting 6-7 weeks and maybe even longer for some of the stuff to come to you, especially if it's custom order yet. So no, I don't deal with that kind of stuff. Price or even waiting that long. So, and there's no return on it. If it stinks, How are you supposed to return it? Walmart, if you're not happy with something, they'll take anything back. It's their policy. It's their guarantee. Some people may not. They'll say, "Oh, I'm not going to return the wax melt." Other people do. You are who you are. There is no right or wrong. Don't let someone tell you, "Oh, you're wrong because you returned it after you used 2 cubes." It's a money back guarantee. So anyway, if you do not like it, return it. Get it something different or get your money back. You don't have to feel bad about returning it. That's why there's a guarantee there in the first place. But with a vendor, I don't see that happening. It'd be too much trouble to return it, and some of them may not even have a guarantee of some kind. You may be able to contact them and tell them about it, and maybe they might take something off your next order or include extra stuff to, convenience you for that problem. But you can't always count on that. But that's what I have for everyone today. So if you like this video, thumbs it up. If you're just watching me for the first time, go back and check some of my other videos. I do all kinds of videos on hauls from Walmart, reviews on Walmart, Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, everything that I can think of. And hit the subscribe and the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And I appreciate everyone who's watching. I genuinely do appreciate. I love reading the comments that people leave me. Everyone who I see who watches me, male, female, just the same. And I have a nice group of people who watch me. And I appreciate that so much. And I love the kind words that people leave. Not just because my husband is down and out at the moment, as we say, but just in general, people leave nice comments, and I appreciate that a lot. And that's what keeps me going. It keeps me wanting to keep doing videos and bringing stuff to people. I don't want to have someone being nasty to me, because I will block you right away. I'll block you. I like the community of people that I have. And I'm sure all you people like and love me, whichever, or both, because I keep it real on my channel. I don't say something just to get views. I'm telling you the God's truth, whether it's wax melts, food items, whatever, beverages. If they suck, I'll tell you they suck. But I also appreciate the fact that a lot of people who view me, not everyone comments, but of who does comment, I not only appreciate the kind words, but I like the idea that some people said they trust my judgment. That is a plus in my book. That just makes me feel so good, and it feels like I'm being heard, and that people are really taking the information and using it, and then giving me the feedback. I appreciate that so much. It's a win-win situation. It's a win situation for me. It's a win situation for you. So I'm going to end this video right now, and I'm going to try to take a couple more Tylenol, people. I'm taking them around the clock, and I'm going to try to stretch out again, stretch my body out, fully stretch my body out on my bed and get in the most comfortable position I can possibly get in and rest my poor aching body. And tomorrow I'm going to try my hardest on Mother's Day to get out of here a little bit and take my husband out too. He needs to change the scenery. He needs to walk around somewhere for a little bit, even though he does use a cane and he has a walker. The walker was purchased, through insurance and this, that. It was purchased 2 weeks before his surgery. So he has to use those. He cannot walk with neither of them. He needs something to still lean on and stuff like that. So just keep the prayers coming, and I'll update you some more on his progress as we keep going through this. It's a journey for everyone. So and Until I see you all again, everyone, be good, be kind, keep your spirit up. I'll talk to you real soon. And again, everyone, ladies, women, have a beautiful Mother's Day tomorrow. And I'll talk to you later, friends. Bye-bye.